Hello, this is Mike with Cornerable Software. Today in this video, I'm going to show cybersecurity experts how to automatically notify domain administrators when a new VPN user logs into a Barracuda CloudGen Firewall VPN service. Although I'm showing a very specific sample, the concepts utilized in this video can be used for any authentication service, including Windows and Linux servers. The Barracuda CloudGen Firewall VPN logs are received via syslog from the Barracuda firewall. If you're unfamiliar with how to configure syslog, please see our syslog management tutorial series found here. The other day, one of my customers that had previously replaced Splunk with Cornerable asked how they could set up a report they previously had in Splunk which notified them the first time a new user logged into their VPN. To do that, the software needed to scan the entire consolidated log, filter specific types of entries, for example, authentication entries, group by an attribute value, for example, the user that was authenticated. Then lastly, only pass groups of entries when the first instance appeared within a time span window, for example, yesterday. Cornerable did not include the last feature, filtering out groups of entries that contained an entry outside the time span window. To simply rephrase that technical description, show me all the new users that logged in yesterday. So I had to make a change to the log reports. First, I created a new syslog consolidation template that extracts the login and logout attribute value pairs found in the Barracuda CloudGen Firewall VPN service log file as they are received via UDP syslog. This template can be found in the Explorer view under Templates, Sample Templates, syslog, and is called Syslog Consolidation Barracuda CloudGen Firewall VPN. Quickly opening the template properties reveals the column definitions and the regular expressions used to extract those attribute value pairs. The new grouped filtering option has been added to all generic log reports and can be found on the Options tab under the Select Distinct Count Control group. I've created a new sample that demonstrates this new feature. The sample emails a daily report that includes a list of all new VPN user logins that occurred yesterday. This report can be found under Reports, Sample Reports, Syslogs, and is called Syslog Barracuda CloudGen Firewall Yesterday's New VPN Logins. Rather than use this sample report, instead I'm going to show you how to create this new report from scratch. From the menu bar, select File, New. From the Create New Object view, expand Report, Log Consolidation Reports, then select Syslog Report. From the New Report view, use the General tab to specify a schedule, for example, once a day at 0800 hours. Use the explicitly assigned logs to include archive logs in the scan. Although not required to generate this report, assigning the consolidated log to this view enables us to automatically load the database columns that were generated when the log entries were received. So I'm going to select my consolidated syslog now. Next, use the Columns tab to define the columns to include in the report. Since in the previous step I explicitly assigned the syslog, clicking the Load Columns button auto-generates the columns that were defined in the associated syslog consolidation template. Once loaded, remove any columns such as the RFC 5424 columns which were not implemented in the Barracuda firewall logs. Since this report is for a single device, I'm going to clear the default group by host column. Next, use the Options tab to define the required exclusion rules. To do that, I'm going to enable Select Distinct Count. Then I'm going to group by the user. Next, I need to define the filter to remove groups which users logged in prior to yesterday or today. First, check the Apply Distinct Group Filter checkbox. Next, select the column to sort entries by, then choose to filter the group based on the results from either the first or the last entry in the group. Next, define the filter criteria, which is if the date and time the message was received plus 2 days is less than or equal to midnight tonight, and the date and time the message was received plus 1 day is greater than midnight tonight. In other words, today, then display the user account that logged in. To view all logins since yesterday, simply remove the second filter criteria. Next, when a new VPN login is detected, I want to display the oldest entry rather than the latest. That way I can see the user's first login yesterday rather than the user's last login. Next, use the Filters tab to manually add users to exclude from the report. Next, use the Date Time Range tab to select the date and time range to search. Since I want to search the entire log, I need to select Ignore. Next, use the Actions tab to select how you would like to receive the automated report. Lastly, I want to see my report assigned to my firewall, so I'm going to remove the explicitly assigned log and instead assign the report directly to the firewall. Click Save. Don't forget to specify a meaningful name. Use the Sync button to find the report in the Explorer view, then right-click and select Execute. The email report shows only the logins from yesterday. Today is the 8th, and these logins were yesterday. Back in the Report Properties view, if I select View Report, we can see the same results. That's Barracuda CloudGen Firewall VPN connection monitoring with Corner Bowl Server Manager.